We are currently watching the onboarding of the next significant wave of blockchain users, and it is beginning with use cases and firms that are already connected with some brands that we are familiar with, such as Ripple, for example. Also, we are going to be discussing it in the future. Everyone is welcome to join us on the channel. This is Nick, my name. Those of you who are new to the channel, I hope that by the time you reach the conclusion of this video, you will have subscribed to the channel. We can see that this is offering interesting information on how payments are developing if we check out this piece that was just recently published by Wrath of Kahneman. It is an article about a Ripple partner called Owner Freak, which was once known as MFS Africa. It highlights the fact that they are a company that connects mobile wallets and cards across international borders. The capacity for interoperability otherwise, I would not have been able to comprehend it. In other words, this is an article that was written in the middle of June, about a month ago. Furthermore, the interoperability of mobile money and card systems is what makes it possible for Africa to get access to global financial systems. To tell you the truth, it is very simple to take positions in cryptocurrency. Nevertheless, it is significantly more challenging to really have a game plan in place when the time comes to reap profits from those positions. Additionally, this is precisely the reason why I have made available a fully free exit strategy that you are able to implement for each and every position that you take in cryptocurrency. And the best part about it is that there is no cost associated with it at all. If you want to gain access, all you need to do is click on the link that is located further down in the description below and claim your access right away. What are you eagerly anticipating? Gain control of those profits. In addition, this is a very interesting and fascinating overall perspective on what is going on behind the scenes. How can we bank those who do not have bank accounts? What is going on? There is a solution in the phone. Almost everything can be accomplished with the help of a phone. You may observe people using their phones for a variety of purposes, including making payments and watching television. The majority of the tasks that you perform on a daily basis might be accomplished through the use of a mobile device, by the way. I mean, clearly, well, there are the standard things that can't be, but for the most part, the phone is now one of the most important tools that everyone has, and all of them carry it in their back pocket. And at this point, we are beginning to see the phone transform into a wallet. In addition, if we go over here through ChatGPT, according to what I summarized, there has been a considerable advancement in financial inclusion in Africa as a result of mobile money, which has enabled previously unbanked populations to become part of the economic system. The Global Settlements and Monetary Authority GSMA published a report in 2024 that stated that registered money, mobile money accounts, and international remittances through mobile money reached nearly $29 billion in 2023. Additionally, merchant payments increased by 14% to approximately $74 billion. Both Kenya and Pesa predominate the markets, making it simple for consumers to carry out a variety of transactions. However, the usage of the currency on an international scale is still restricted, although mobile money has become increasingly popular. Global merchants frequently do not embrace the idea of obstructing the ability of Africans to participate in global trade. Card payment systems, which continue to be widely used and essential for international transactions, are able to bridge this gap. Increasing the level of interoperability between mobile money and card networks is absolutely necessary in order to successfully integrate African economies into the global financial system. A fragmented payments ecosystem has historically been the result of a combination of technical, legal, and regulatory constraints which must be overcome in order to do this. This is becoming more feasible as a result of developments in payment technologies and strategic collaborations, such as Owner Freak's acquisition of GTP. It is now possible for users to transfer funds between mobile wallets and cards in a frictionless manner thanks to digital cards that are included in wallet apps. The fact that major players such as Visa and MasterCard are adjusting their strategies in order to partner with mobile money platforms is evidenced by the fact that MasterCard has invested $200 million in MTN's fintech business. When it comes to allowing easy, secure, and transparent cross-border payments, it is of the utmost importance that Africa and the rest of the globe become more interconnected. A more inclusive and accessible financial environment will be created as a result of the achievement of interoperability between mobile money and card systems. This will make it possible to conduct transactions without interruption regardless of location. And yes, I do mean that this is a significant innovation because the majority of these regions, a significant number of these people still have a phone, but they do not have access to banking services or financial services. Moreover, this is shifting the rules of the game. Also, keep in mind that Subjective Views published an excellent post in March, and that its Ripple partner, Owner Freak, which was once known as MFS Africa, is currently working to conquer a market worth $2.7 trillion. The Pan-African Payment System, also known as Onufrique, is an innovation that was developed by the private sector. It is responsible for uniting an impressive 500 million mobile wallets across 40 countries. The integrated network that Onufrique provides reimagines the concept of international transactions by rendering payments across the continent uncomplicated and uncomplicated. Take a look at this. This is the managing director of the Monetary Authority of Singapore, who is now attending the FinTech Festival 2024 in Japan. It is also possible to obtain connectivity for cross-border payments outside of the typical public rails. There are examples of inventions that come from the private sector, such as Onufrique, which is a Pan-African payment system that connects 500 million mobile wallets in a seamless manner across 40 countries on the African continent, through its integrated network of mobile network operators. Money transfer companies and banks, Onufrique has made it easier for countries all over the continent to make payments and conduct transactions. Additionally, this is a significant application of blockchain technology, isn't it? Because, we are aware that Ripple and Onufrique are collaborating in order to simplify, international payments, as well as to figure out how to make the transaction quicker and more affordable, and all of that kind of stuff. It is possible that this may be an excellent method for the blockchain technology to be merged with a significant number of consumers and persons. Is that correct? On top of that, there is also the exchange of value. The amount of value that could be transferred using blockchain technology 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, folks, the potential is extremely enormous. The number of mobile wallets, however, is 500 million. They already have 1 billion and 500 million mobile wallets connected to the network. Take a moment to reflect on the implications of that proposition. In addition, we are aware that Ripple expanded its operations with Onufrique into not just the continent of Africa, but also the Gulf states, the United Kingdom, and Australia in November of the previous year. At that time, we are aware that Onufrique had access to a total of 400 million mobile wallet services. Therefore, in a relatively short period of time, they have added more than 100 million new mobile wallets to their network. And in addition to that, we see Ripple being particularly highlighted by the fact that they are covering 90% of the foreign exchange markets. As a result, Ripple has so much expansion that they are covering pretty much everything. Therefore, when the time comes to, actually type of transition over to payments based on blockchain technology, they will be there at the forefront of this with names like Onufrique. In addition to this, we have over here, and this is a report from Convera. This is another building block on top of this. The rise of digital wallets and the implications it has on foreign exchange are discussed here. For this reason, I would like to bring out the fact that Ripple does cover 90% of the foreign exchange market. I say this because I want to emphasize the significance of this figure, for the reason that these are a game changer for the foreign exchange market, as if everything is getting different. A significant increase in the use of digital wallets was observed during the epidemic, and analysts anticipate that this trend will continue in the foreseeable future. In point of fact, Juniper Research forecasts that within the next 2 years, more than half of the world's population will be utilizing digital wallets. According to the report, the number of individuals using electronic wallets is expected to increase to over 5.2 billion in 2026, from just 3.4 billion in 2022. A significant increase of 53 degrees. Give that some thought. There are 5.2 billion people that use electronic wallets, which are essentially mobile wallets, digital wallets, or whatever else you want to name them. You could say that this is a game changer, and that it presents us with new options in foreign exchange transfers via digital wallets. Mainly due to the fact that digital wallets have the potential to be more inclusive than traditional banks in many areas, particularly in nations where women have not historically had access to or direct control over their financial matters.